Started smiling, she say fuck that nigga. He from 63rd, just got some top from this stripper bitch.
Okay, hey y'all. So y'all, today I just really want to speak on a lot of stuff I see on social media in real life, and it's just like it's really sickening because it affects a lot of people's mental health. And when people getting social media confused with real life, it's a real detriment to a lot of people's, mental health and how they perceive reality. So, for example, a lot of people take this stuff on social media seriously and literal. A lot of stuff is really serious that we see on social media, like people use it for awareness and all those type of things, but a lot of stuff on social media is performative and you don't know how these people are behind closed doors. So I want to touch on how teens in the Black community especially, they take these things that they see on social media and they exploit them, the negative things at most. Okay, the things that are posted on social media that are negative that the people in the Black youth community exploit are like things like misogyny, I hate women and things of the sort. And it's just like, this is not real life. Like, why are y'all taking these things y'all see on social media and making it a personality trait? It's getting really old, getting really tired. Like, you really just forced yourself to hate women to fit into the trend. Like, they will literally post future quotes, sir, please. Please, why are you... Future quotes. If you don't know what Future quotes is, the rapper Future, he said like misogynistic things in his songs, and they took that, exploited that, and made him into like a meme where they take his picture or something and just say something like a real misogynistic playboy, toxic dude type thing. And it's like, ugh, come on, are y'all not tired of this? Because I am. It's like, you forcing this fake misogynistic agenda when you're literally a lover boy in real life. Be for real with yourself. Like, but I mean, social media is to joke, but they take it upon themselves to try to use that to degrade women and make women feel lesser than themselves for their own gain. And it's like, is your ego that small? For real, you know what I mean? And it's like it's a majority. I'm not gonna say all, because y'all love coming at my neck about that, and I'm literally not saying all. Please stop, including yourself if you know you're not doing these things. Speaking on the men that really use these things to try to make women feel bad about themselves or anything they're doing, like the way they wear their hair, how they speak. Girl, do what you want to do. Do not seek validation from these men because their egos are this small and they're very fragile. Anything you say will squish this man's ego. You know what I mean? And I feel like they use this as a mask for their own insecurities and broken masculinity. And it's really sad. Like, they put up this front that they're so strong and masculine and manly, playboy, get all women. But what women are you getting pretending that you hate women? What women are you getting? Like, we know, stop. Like, literally stop. It's okay to be yourself. You know what I mean? It's 2021, it's 21st century. Come up with something new. It's getting tired to, I hate women. Like, okay, if you hate women so much, there's the LGBT community waiting with open arms for you. You know what I mean? Like, come on. Oh my God. I don't like that these toxic trends are taking up the majority of our Black men in the youth community. It makes it hard to interact because it's like, it's just so disappointing when you're trying to speak to someone and they have such a low respect for a woman, a young, respectful woman that needs to be shown respect, and they won't do it because they've masked their ego so highly to make themselves feel like they're just so superior to women. Sir, you're trying to put yourself here and women here when you're just not there. Okay, cut it out. Yeah, that's just not okay. With this, I think it does stem in the Black community to feel these men feeling like they're superior or like they should treat women badly. Really, it stems in the Black community. Like, from a young age and taught a girl would probably try to trap you or these women are nothing. I understand precautions, be aware that there are girls out here that will try to hurt you or use you for their own benefit. That's perfectly fine. That's perfectly fine. But these B words ain't nothing. These B words ain't this. Oh my God. It's been to the black community and it's really sad and sickening. From a young age, these boys are taught to hate women. Why? Why is that? Why is that? Why are we as a collective teaching these young boys to hate women? And they grow up learning these things and then they act so shocked when they meet a young respectable woman on things that they are on but better. And it's sad because it's so many respectable women out here doing so much and doing so good for themselves and you're shocked about that. Why like men are not the only ones that can do things for themselves, you know what I mean? It's so common. People think like, who are you actually meeting like this? A lot of men, a lot of guys, they go really low. Ooh, yeah. I wanted to say that I think that within the black community, this stems from, of course, slavery, because they broke our black men and made them, I'm not going to get into that topic, okay? But they broke down men within our community from police brutality, the injustice in our system, discrimination, racism, all these things. And black men have put up this front, this really big ego and this really strong masculinity, sacred masculinity to feel, like they're so big in our society because it makes them feel so small. You know what I mean? So I feel like they put up this front to feel so big. And once they do these things, they use this ego to mask their insecurities, their fragile masculinity, all of these things, and they project their insecurities onto women of their own community, and they suppress their emotions because they're afraid to be called, feminine or unmanly. And it's really sad because now there's a separation in our community between black men and black women. And it shouldn't be. Like, we should be together and joined as one. We already have separation with colorism, futurism, with Africans. Like, are you serious? Like, it's so much separation within the black community and then separate upon men and women. And it's like, when are these things going to stop? Like, when is this going to stop? And we speak on it time and time again, and they're like, oh, I love black women. No, I love black men. And, the trends and the repetition, the reoccurring events on social media and how we speak of each other, it's sickening. Like, we are one. We're the black community, and we're so broken. And it's going to take a long time for us to build back up and be joined as one, just as the Black Panther Party was. Oh my God, we got a long way to get there. A long way. Because this misogyny, the I hate men, and all of this stuff, it has us so separated and so blind to how society has separated us purposely. I'm sorry, this just disappoints me, but we're so separated and divided. It's ridiculous. Like, in the black community, we need to have this discussion upon ourselves. Like, of course, like, the whole black community is not going to have a discussion, but for the most part, there needs to be some type of discussion for us to join together as the black community. Like, it's so separated. It's really sad, y'all. How separated the black community is. It really has to stop. I think. Okay, the last thing I want to touch up on before I close out is, of course, all women are not going to agree with me and feel like that they need to stop saying I hate men because it is like a very strong trend. Obviously, I'm not going to be a hypocrite because I said the same thing. I said it faithfully. I said it with my whole heart, my whole chest, and I meant it because it was counterattack for men doing it to us for years and years and years. You know what I mean? And I'm not gonna say I apologize, but I do realize what I'm doing or what I did before is a detriment to the Black community and it needs to stop. And I feel like collectively as Black women, we can stop saying it. I am uh, uh, we should stop saying it, but men though, you know what I mean? Not all men, just the men that do these toxic, you know, things that are a detriment to our community. These men that do things that are very inappropriate, i.e. rape, sexual assaults, harassment, all of these things, okay? Ooh, since I've said sexual assaults, let's talk about this within the rap community, within Black men. These women are not lying. They're not about to. Okay, I understand that there are some false rape allegations, but more than one against the same man in the as a rapper, they're not lying. You don't have 25 rape allegations and they're all false. Be for real with yourself. No way y'all just like they're all false. Come on. I don't like how it's so covered up for the rappers because they want them to keep making music like you're literally listening to a rapist, and that's sickening. You know what I mean? Kodak Black is a rapper that I really loved and I really supported, and I'm so disappointed. But he admitted to a rape allegation recently. Oh my god. And he's gonna stop on the wrist. All he has to do is apologize in court, and this girl has to live her life knowing her rapist got away with this allegation. And he gets slapped on the wrist now. And this needs to stop with also within the Black community. Stop putting these rappers on such a pedestal that is above you. Like they're just some type of superior being, they're not human or whatever. That they can get a slap on the wrist for rape. It's not cute, it's not cool, it'd never be cool. I apologize, I learned from you're a rapist, sir. Oh, am I still crying? Okay. Yeah. That it's a lot of trends and reoccurring events that are happening in the Black community that we speak on, and we're steadily saying, let's break these things, and they're not being broken, and it's not cool, okay? So I want to work towards breaking these trends, and I want the support and help to break these trends. So with that, I'm going to close out. Goodbye, guys. Love y'all.